All right, thank you for staying with us. We get to our second topic of discourse today. Nigerians are feeling the heat, not just from their stoves, but also from their wallets, as the price of liquefied petroleum gas, commonly known as cooking gas, has also skyrocketed to about 1,300 per kilogram in some cases. Now, this sharp increase up from less than 500 naira in 2018 has sent shockwaves through households nationwide, adding another layer of burden to an already strained population. The Nigerian government has, of course, implemented several policies to boost LPG usage. One of such is the National Gas Policy and the Petroleum Industry Act of 2021. These policies are aimed at creating a conducive environment for investment and development in the gas sector. But how well has Nigeria taken full advantage of its proven and unproven gas reserves in recent times? What is responsible for this persistent hike in price of this product? I have the right person here. He is the national president, Nigerian Association of LPG Marketers, NAPCAM, Mr. Olatubosun Oladakpo. Thank you so much. It's been a while, but it's good to have you here today.
Thank you, Tulu.
Yes. I think the last time you came in here, it was up to 1,000 naira.
No.
It is now about 1,003. At the point, some people say in some states is exceeding that. Yes. We have brought you here again. Tell us, what is happening? How much are your members selling a kilogram of gas? Why?
You. Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here, and my special greetings to our viewers at home. Yes, it is true the price of cooking gas has gone up. But let me state it. It's not at instance of our members. It is also what they are buying. Because what they buy at depot has gone up significantly, and the cost of doing the business has also gone up. The common excuse we normally get when we get to depot and price has gone is exchange rate. Dollar has gone, and that is common denomination excuse. But to be sincere, it is far more than that. The fluctuation in naira is not new in Nigeria as of today. And the ratings are changing. Is it that the same rate that prices are changing? Are we not hiding under the so-called fluctuation of naira and we just jacking price up indiscriminately, not minding the end users that are not finding it easy in this dispensation? It will shock you to know that even the current hike in price is being driven by NLNG himself. I've been at this studio.
Yes,
I praise NLNG for intervention and steady supply. But I must not shy away from saying the truth to the generality. That is why I'm elected. That is why my association is a pressure group, to say the truth to the public. One will be surprised why will landing cost of NLNG products be higher than the cost of import gas in Nigeria. And that is the area the presidency, the people, the executives should look into. Their supply in Nigeria, the current Minister of State for Gas has really done a lot to ensure steady supply. Yes, there is steady supply. There's no scarcity of gas. Kudos to some policies and pronouncements he made that made gas to be available. But now the price is going up. And that availability is also relative to the consumption level, because our consumption level is traditionally low. And the reason is not far-fetched. Not every Nigerian can afford to cook with gas. And in a population of over 200 and something million people, our total consumption is about 1.3 million. So the target for the government and for the minister is to what level can they push utilization level? Can our utilization level get to 5 million? Can it get to 3.5 million? Even if it get to 3.5 million. And the only determining factor that will determine our utilization level to go up is affordability. In a situation where LNG price, that's landing cost is even higher than the imported gas.
There's a problem.
There's a problem. Dangote has started rolling out gas.
Why?
And the price, high quality, 85% butane. And we are thinking about 90% butane. But the price is even better than that price of NLNG. NLNG is the major supplier to the market. If the major supplier to the market have high price, others will follow suit. The price will come down. It won't come down. The only thing that can make price to come down is to make NLNG price also to be reasonable. Recently, there's a collaboration between NLNG and NNPC. We thought that that kind of collaboration will be to the advantage of the consumer so that the price can come down. But the reverse is the case. The price is now going up. Majority of our members are actually turning down the allocation from NLNG because it's way up when compared to what imported gas is. And that nobody can explain. I don't want to agree that it's exchange rates. If Dangote can give the little gas, the little LPG that is producing out now at a better price compared to NLNG price, they don't even produce that volume, then sorry, don't let us give excuse of foreign exchange. And I think this is what executives should sit at the round table. We must define, are we taking gas as a luxury goods or we are seeing gas as a social goods? In as much as we are seeing gas as a luxury goods, then nobody should be bothered about whatever price is. It's whoever can afford it. Then we rank gas, cooking gas, as perfume, as gold. So it's meant for the bourgeoisie, it's meant for the rich to do. But if you see cooking gas as an essential and a social good that everybody should be able to afford, because there are some economic and health advantage in making use of gas available, then we should see it as a social good, like other countries of the world have rated it. Then we must intervene into the price. There must be a meeting of the major producer and the executive and see how do common man benefit from this. We cannot just live and sit back and allow the price to go up. As price is going up, few that can afford will continue to cook. But majority, they will not afford it, and their health bill will go up. And it's also a kind of, how do I call it, a kind of a dent on our image of our country. The kind of deposit we have, and the kind of effort the current minister is putting in terms of supplier. The man is in and out, moving, making policy, and president is also supportive.
They banned export.
That makes supply to be steady.
Okay, so now export is banned.
Export is banned for cooking LPG. Okay, then the supply is there. The supply that is there is relative because the demand is also not high up compared to our population. By the time our demand goes to about 5 million, the existing supply, but we get there. A lot of people are coming on to invest in terms of exploration. But currently now, we are underutilizing even the one that's supplied because people are not buying because price has gone up. How many households can afford to cook with 1,350? In some other places, go to the south, it's far more than that. So the only thing we need to do is that government still need to intervene. Call LNG to the price. NLG shouldn't see as a principal driving factor of hiking price now. Their landing cost is excessively high compared to import gas. I cannot fathom it. I can't give a reason to that. And I see that beyond exchange rates. We thought that the collaboration they have with NNPC trading was supposed to be beneficial to the common man, not to drive the price crazy. I mean, a pretty good formula is this. If Dangote can produce, and the little he produces that is out in market now of high quality, and the price is better than NLNG price, then something's wrong.
I think that really needs to be
something is wrong. And I mean, I'm on here at the NLNG also listen. They could come and counter what I'm saying.
Very important.
The landing cost of their gas in the recent time is I think so. The first four, there are about 4 batches of gas that come there. The landing cost, I know, I don't want to be calling figures here. They know.
Yeah.
So with that kind of landing cost, you cannot buy gas less than 1,300, 1,400.
It's an open invite to the NLNG, though. They can come and we hear their part with regards to this because it's worrisome. We're not growing this market as I expected. That's talking about the growth of rate of usage. You just talked about it. What are you doing? What should government do? We see free cylinders being given out and some initiatives of government trying to make sure people.
Tolu, it's beyond giving free cylinder.
Thank you. Because
free
some will
cylinder, not free gas.
And not even buy again.
Some will buy and throw the cylinder under the bed. We are talking about 70,000 minimum wages. And at the same time, how many people can cook? A 12.5 kg cylinder goes for 16,000 now. So we should say that Nigeria doesn't have affordability is not there. And I think in another forum, I put this question across to NLNG that their gas is going up now. Nigerians could not afford it. We expect this to be a kind of solution, a kind of mover to Nigerians. They've been playing that role. I've been on this studio where I appreciate and give them a kind of call out for the laudable intervention and steady supply. But we don't know what happened in the recent time. However, kudos must be given to the minister for what he's doing as some assistant of government, but that has not translated to lower price. And their target, they also should be driving at, is they must move the utilization level from where they met it. All efforts they are putting in place, if utilization level has not grown, it has not shown any results. How do we, as a Nigerians, utilize more gas than other countries? The Benin Republic consumes more gas than us. We can't near Morocco. We cannot near Ghana consumption, despite our huge population. So the problem is, why are people not using cooking gas? We must make the price reasonable. There are different ways of doing it. I'm not saying, yes, we must subsidize, but there are different ways to control price in relation to our income. There's no doubt. Per capita income of Nigeria is ridiculously low. Then we must not say we price some essential goods into what international prices are doing. We can come out with a local template that will make local markets price, make it affordable for the local markets. These are ways government can come in terms of policies to make sure people come into the net and they utilize it. As an association, what we are doing now, because we saw this as a problem, and we are coming up with a conference where we call round table to see the problem. We look into sustainability of energy in Nigeria and the future of LPG. Because we must be concerned about the future of LPG. It is the cleanest and the safest means of cooking. And it is everybody, the old, the young, that will use it. And it's a very source of energy. How do we position our country to make sure we make good use of what God has given us in abundance, what we have in the soil? So we are calling off a conference, which is coming up October 9, and a lot of stakeholders are there. The minister is going to declare it open. A lot of dignitaries have been fathered. The legislators are there, the minister and commission, senators, and representative of the presidency, the special advisor to the president on energy is also invited there. It's an opportunity for them to come and say, this is the federal government is doing. This is the plan. This is the future. Yes. If we identify there as a problem, we must identify there as a solution. Yes. So that's why, as a stakeholder, that's why we call for that conference. Yeah. And it's going to be very, very rich.
There were some executive orders also given to support the same industry, the gas, focus on gas. It's like government actually is driving this, but it seems not to be getting so much traction as it should.
Like I said, Tolu, the executive is focusing supply. And that is why there's no scarcity. There's supply.
There is supply.
All plants are wet.
Another systemic
All
issue.
storage facilities are wet. But the question is, are they being demanded?
They're affordable too.
Because the price is not what they can afford. That's one problem. Then the second issue is about a lot of palliatives that the federal government have put in place in terms of concession for the import duties, in terms of concession for the equipment and the tank and everything. Yes, it's applicable. Our members are starting enjoying that. That one is also coming. It encourages investment, it can encourage expansion, and that's why you see a lot of storage facilities being built. People are coming to invest in that one. We are doing all that. But the major factor now is even the land, the price on the table. I believe in a short while, things should be able to better in terms of exploration, in terms of more production of LPG for the people, but we don't have to produce and export. We must produce for local consumption. Currently now, we are producing, people are not consuming it because they cannot afford it. So we should look at that area. And like I said, the key target for this government is that at what level did we meet utilization level? Yeah. At what level are we going to live it in the next 4 years?
Yes. Yes.
If we met it at 1,250,000, are we living at 1,250,000, or we want to drive it to 4 million, or we want to drive it to 2,250,000? And the only factor that we drive utilization is affordability and supply. They are working on supply, they should also work on price. And when you want to work on price, you go through the NLNG. Let people feel it, because they are the major supplier and they are the major determinant of price in the market. This time around, not import. Before, the import price was way excessively high and the price was low. And that is why we see middlemen role. We cry out, we are able to normalize that one now. Now, the local producing price is also going up more than the import, and that's why no one can explain. And as I said, it's need for us to sit
in the round table and discuss this. It's really. Let's wrap up on this local. When we say take advantage of I always like to say that proven and unproven reserves, which we say that we have. I remember getting somewhere in Edo State where I think an NNPC facility produces gas.
Yes, correct.
I think I visited that facility. And why don't we have more of that talking about infrastructure issues now in the industry, because it seems to be capital intensive.
It is.
How can we take advantage of our own? That's my focus.
You are correct. It is capital intensive and it has its own lag, time to complete.
Okay.
NLNG has been on train 7 for about 4 years now.
It
has not yet
that's true.
completed.
That's
we
true.
all know how long it took Dangote to complete the plant.
That's true.
And there are still some other factors. These are not what you can just go and quickly. And that is why I give kudos to federal government when they ban exportation of LPG. In Nigeria, own LPG, but other natural gases, we export them in abundance because we don't have much use for them in this country. But they now ban exportation. That makes the supply to be here. For us to dip more on exploration and also boost supply to meet the increase in demand, both local and international, this will call for a lot of investment. And to be sincere, a lot of institutions are actually investing in that. They are bringing it. They are working on it. It takes time to complete. Yeah. In the next 5 or 3 years' time, I'm sure of about 2 exploration companies that are coming on board. One is about to complete. They will have to the production. More are coming on board. As they are coming on board, then they should also ease the supply. And as the demand is going up, because by the time the price is dropping, the another challenge is to meet the demand.
Yes.
We are many in this country.
Yes.
Over 200 million. And in natural sense, every home should cook with LPG. That's the standard. European standard and everywhere in the world. That's the standard. But now, not up to 25% of household in Nigeria is cooking with LPG. Poor. That's ridiculously poor. So as more people are coming to the net, we must also focus on the supply. And that is what federal government is doing. In fairness to the minister, trying to see how to improve the supply. It's working. The supply is becoming steadily, and it's okay to the utilization level now. So much as we want to increase utilization level, we must, on the long run, plan for more supply. And I can assure you that a lot of investors are coming, even at individual, at a corporate level, and a lot of people are putting resources together. So in the next, say, 5 years, we have more gas, more LPG produced in Nigeria. But we must produce for local consumption. Before I let you go, you also have to monitor your members. How have you been doing that to make sure that when they buy, they also sell and the margins are considerable? They could consider the margins. This is part of awareness. Now I have mentioned the price packaging. In Southwest, anywhere you see and you are buying more than 1,300 is excessive. Some people are selling 1,250. Good. It depends on the location and the size. Because there's an economy advantage. It depends on the location and the size of what you are doing. But, nobody should sell at 1,500, 1,450, not at all, but 1,300. So we have meetings regularly and we discuss and we try to benchmark what they are doing. And like I said initially, that the hiking price is not in our instance, it's what they are buying. Yeah. The price they are also paying for a bridge of gas has also gone up significantly now. But as price is coming down, they are also dropping the price. Good. Well, we'll see all of this, please. Mr. Latubo Soladapo is the national president, Nigerian Association of LPG Marketers, Nigeria. Yeah, thank you so much for being on the program. We'll keep monitoring and have you in again to talk about this. Thank you. All right, then. Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we talk markets. If you get up, my colleague, market editor, is standing by.